Hi everyone! So before I go to Tokyo and Tulsa in a couple of weeks, I wanted to cover something that I haven't really seen covered before. How to stay healthy at a convention and avoid con plague. If you don't already know, con plague is a term that cosplayers use to refer to the pretty common phenomenon of getting sick right after a convention. And who wants to get sick, am I right? So here are 5 things you can do to minimize the risk of getting sick. Number 1, get at least 8 hours of sleep every night. I know that can be hard to do because con activities can run until like 2 in the morning and then they start up again at like 10 in the morning, which leaves you with about 5 hours to sleep. But even so, you need to make sure you get enough sleep. Before you go to the con, make a schedule and decide if you want to stay up late or get up early. In order to get enough sleep, you're going to have to choose what you want to do most. Because the thing is, when you're short on sleep, you're low on energy, and that makes it hard for your immune system to fight off all the germs that are flying around the convention. Because surprise, when you cram 5,000 plus people into one building, there's a ton of germs. Number 2, you need to eat at least 2, if not 3, full meals a day. And as Peter Pixie said at the opening ceremonies of Tokyo and Tulsa 2015, Paki and Ramune do not count as a meal. The reason this is important is because your body needs food for the same reason it needs sleep. It gives you energy. So just like a lack of sleep, a lack of food will make it difficult for you to fight off infections. So make sure you eat, even if that means packing a lunch and setting an alarm on your phone to remember to do it. Number 3, stay hydrated. This is especially important during summer conventions, especially if you're going to one in a state like Oklahoma where 100 plus degrees with humidity, and it's sadly cooler to walk in direct sunlight than in the skywalk that connects your hotel to the convention center is the norm. I'm not even kidding, and I really wish I was. Just in case you didn't already know, your body is mostly made of water. So if you don't drink enough fluids, your body won't be able to flush foreign invaders out like it should. It doesn't have to be water, it can be things like Gatorade or bottled tea, but avoid things like soda because the high sugar content will actually do more harm than good. But always make sure that you have some kind of drink with you at all times during a convention, especially during the summer. Number 4, shower every single day, preferably at night. I know that's kind of a pain, especially when you don't get back to your room until 1 or 2 in the morning. But as I mentioned, germs are everywhere at conventions and they will stick to you. If you shower before going to bed, you can get a lot of that stuff off of you and reduce the risk of something settling in while you sleep. But if you wait until the next morning to shower, then your body and your bed are going to become a breeding ground for those infectious organisms. So both your body and probably your bunkmate will appreciate you showering before bed. On that note, not showering at all during a convention should not be an option. Besides just being unhygienic, everyone will greatly appreciate not having to smell you when you pass by in the crowded hall. And speaking of hygiene, number 5 should be the most obvious. Wash or sanitize your hands after every trip to the bathroom. That should just be common sense. Because believe me when I say there is no place that is going to have more germs than a bathroom in the convention center. Well, okay, there might be, but not at the convention. That pretty much sums it up. As a last note, I do not guarantee that these guidelines will 100% prevent infection, but they will make it less likely. Sayonara!